Alright, so I am fully dressed. Today I just have on yellow dress with these comfortable floral hey dudes. Try to get out of here to go get me a Dunkin' coffee. We'll see. Good morning, y'all. And then a number 7. Alright, so this morning I decided to come to McDonald's. I was gonna go to Dunkin' and get an iced coffee, but being that I still have to go back, I have to go to work and write the message this morning because she's not there. Her flight was canceled yesterday, and then, or actually it was delayed, but then they canceled it, so she couldn't get back on to get a flight until 7 something this morning. So like I said, I'm here at McDonald's just to get an iced coffee, a burrito, and a hash brown. All right, so I'm actually, like I said, by myself again today, and I'm cool with that because when subs come in, I don't like, having to tell somebody what to do. It is what it is, and I can just get a lot done more by myself. So I got me an iced coffee. Obviously, they gave me a large. That's not what I asked for. I asked for just a medium with extra syrup, but it is what it is. And then I just got the 2 sausage burritos and a hash brown. So I have to go back to work this morning because I did not put the morning message on the board because I thought that she would be back and she could write it, but it is what it is. And then just today they'll have PE for the first time, and my coworker will just have to cover me for me to have a lunch during that hour. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm ready to eat my food before I get there, at least my hash brown. So today she says that everything should be shown, everything should be linked, so hopefully that is taken care of. So I'll see when I get there. So this morning they're able to do the things that I set out, like schoolhouse, notebooks, clipboard, glue, and there is reach. Gotta get signed back into this board. All right, so some of them are doing Play-Doh names, some of them are writing their names, but in literacy, we can pick a center, we can build work stamina, use a whisper voice. Now is a good time for the bathroom, and they can also look at book bins. So we have 5 minutes before we do a switcheroo. All right, y'all, so I'm finally back in the room to eat lunch. I tell you, my throat is hurting. I think that it's just been a revolving door today of like the redirectives of sitting, hands to self, and then just like safety pieces. And it is what it really is. So for lunch today, in my lovely Love Look lunch bag, I decided to pack me a lunch. So I have my container here, and inside of here I have the tuna fish kit on the bigger part. So the tuna fish kit is on this side. I have some cheese bugles on this side, and then some Swedish fish glow in the dark, like watermelon flavored, and then just some fruit snacks. I also bought me a Oreo snack pack with the dip, and then I have my lovely Alani for energy this afternoon, and I'm just drinking on this Boathouse Farm smoothie. So I have until 1:35 without them, and I'm going to enjoy every single minute of it at this point because I'm clearly just like blah. So anyways, I am gathering up some things for when she comes back. I think I'm going to do, I don't know. She claims that they might not be able to do this, but it's literally like you're looking for all of these things that start with the letter A, and it even shows you the pictures. And then also like anything that's red. So just find these pictures in here. So I might do that and then just do front and back and see. I think that they're smart enough to do that. I also printed off like some of the pattern block pictures of things that they could make. But then again, if we don't, we'll just put it in our like thing, you know, like math containers, literacy containers of stuff they can do. Other than that, we had said that we would start over. So I'm starting over, printing off things that I can find, things like that. And then eventually just kind of like getting some things together for then. So I have like the fall snap cube pictures they can do. And then I also have like the crayons where these could be cut and made into a book, and they would have to just like, you know, trace the numbers 0 through 10. And then I am putting our handwriting thing for tomorrow. That way they can practice with handwriting, because we didn't get to it today as we did some line practicing. So I'm trying to just sort through that and make sure my name is out of it, but all the other kids' names are in here. And of course we have this one student who just transferred, so I'm gonna put this in her Tuesday folder, actually her Wednesday folder, and that is something that we can do tomorrow. So I put the front cover with it. Anyways, I'm getting ready to eat and enjoy my little time to myself. Until then. My day has concluded. It's time to wrap it up, do what I need to do as far as gathering up my stuff, and then I'm gonna hit the door. All right, y'all, so I have been home since 3 o'clock. Let me kind of fill y'all in on a little bit of what I've been doing. So I did a coloring book for the one student that we have. She won't be with us for like 3 weeks just because of her tonsil and adenoid surgery, and then dental surgery. So I did the coloring book for her. I sat down and kind of did some planning with videos and trying to edit that. I'm actually prepping up some cookies. So literally I just use a cake mix box, whether white or yellow, 2 eggs, half a cup of oil. And I'm also making chicken nuggets, corn, and some angel pasta hair noodles, whatever. With that being said, I didn't have to worry about coming home to do any dishes today, so that was a plus. It's actually really cloudy outside, which is why my camera quality looks the way it looks. So yeah, I'm also gonna go ahead and prep up ahead of time these little ground pepper, what is it called? Ground pepper. Y'all, let's try this again. I'm about to make and prep up ahead of time the peppers for this pepper ground beef and rice bowl that I will take to work with me on Thursday. I thought that I, had like some meat thawed out, and I don't, and that's cool because tomorrow for work we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A and try the fall menu, which is the cherry berry lemonade, cherry berry Sprite, and then they also have the Pretzel Bun chicken sandwich. So we're gonna try it. Like I said, right now, prepping that up, and then it's just gonna be a chill afternoon. I am tired. I don't know if it's like because it's Tuesday or if it's because I work by myself today, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna prep that up. So literally you just need red pepper, a green pepper, and I'm also gonna do a mixture of the yellow and the orange pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that up, have it set to the side for tomorrow, right along with the onion. And then from there, I'll show you guys tomorrow that meal prep. I washed my hair last night, and I don't know. it just ain't giving the hairstyle I wanted. And I should have grabbed one of my headbands just to keep like the front out of my face, but I didn't. Anyways, outfit of the day, just have on these little teacher earrings. I have on this You Can Do Hard Things shirt that I got off of Amazon, so I'll have it linked below. And then just some jeans and my Huaraches that go with this shirt, because my Huaraches have white, orange, yellow, and pink. So I'm actually on my way to work. It is whatever time it is, because clearly your girl didn't turn the watch back on. So without turning the watch back on, who knows what time it is, right? I noticed that my watch has been going dead earlier and earlier every single day. Literally, I used to be able to keep my watch on me until about 9-10 o'clock at night, and now like it's telling me by now it's telling me at least by like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon that it's on 10%. So I don't know, like, if it's been sitting on the charger too long, whatever the case may be. I know how that goes. If you leave it on the charger too long, yeah, it starts to like drain your battery. So I don't know if that's what it is. But then again, I've had the watch for years now, since it first came out. So it just really might be time for a new watch. Anyways, I have my sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit that I heat up at work. I'm on my way there, and I was just tired yesterday. My alarm didn't go off this morning, but you know, I got up, I got ready. Today we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A for lunch, me and my coworker Kaylin, and we are going to try the fall meal. I'm gonna see if I like it. I'm gonna see what it do. Okay. I see everybody going and reviewing it, but we gonna see what it do. Okay, I'll be right there with you then. Probably should have got some mayonnaise. All right, y'all, so I am home. Y'all can see my hair starting to come all over the place. So let's talk about it. That new meal today, I don't know. I don't know what it's given. First of all, the cherry berry Sprite that I got, it was actually really good. It kind of gave me like a Shirley Temple vibe, but it also gave me like a cranberry vibe. Like, when I think of this drink, or when I drink it, I get the cranberry ginger ale vibe, honestly. So I'm gonna try it as a lemonade next. And then also, let's talk about the sandwich. The sandwich gave me literally like so many different tastes in my mouth all at one time. I could taste the pretzel, I could taste the chicken, I could taste the cheese. I could also taste the bacon. I didn't put the creamy Dijon mustard on just because I didn't feel like that needed to go on there. I felt like if I wanted some type of, like, you know, something on there or to dip it in, I really wish that they would have came up with like a nacho cheese sauce, or like a pretzel dip cheese sauce. But it's cool. Overall, I honestly would give the meal like a 8 out of 10. It is good. I just, like I said, think that I got so many different vibes from it, as far as like with the drink and the sandwich itself. My fries were very salty. It was almost like they were just, you know, like new fries were being tossed in and then just like sprinkled with a lot of salt. So I did bring my chips home, and I wanted to try those on camera because clearly the guy had literally asked me if I wanted to add on any Chick-fil-A sauce, waffle potato fries instead of my fries. So I'm gonna honestly try them right now. First of all, they smell good. They smell like some barbecue chips, kind of like the Utz ones, but they come like this. They definitely look like a waffle potato french fry. So here we go. Okay. These are good. I'm gonna close those up. And I'm gonna let my daughter try them when she gets in here. We normally do not get Chick-fil-A sauce, so we don't know what it tastes like. But those chips right there have the Chick-fil-A sauce on it, and they're good. And I'm also let Charles try it. So, let me give y'all a rundown real quick. Tomorrow is Charles's birthday. He is turning 38. And, yeah. I'm gonna go to Food Line tomorrow before I get the kids to grab a cake or cupcakes. And then I also just have to see, you know, what it is he actually wants to eat. So, what I might do is hide my crock pot in the trunk and take it to work with me tomorrow and just literally put it on at work. That way he has no idea what dinner would be. His favorite meal is the cube steak and gravy, but my thing is it's not going to be done in time if I wait till the afternoon. And I don't have the material for it. So that's why also I'm like, okay, what can we get for a birthday dinner? So we're going to go out to eat Friday, I think, Friday or Saturday. And he wants to go to Sedona, which is a place that I've been to back in May for Cinco de Mayo. And I'm trying to plan a surprise and get his brother and his sister-in-law and his niece to come and show up. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but at least I can say I tried. And that's just that. It's going to be a chill weekend this weekend coming up, and honestly, I could use the sleep in. So with having about 15 to 20 more minutes without my kids, I'm going to fold up these clothes and just get my life together. All right, y'all, so I had got the kids, brought them inside. Totally forgot that I had thawed out some ground beef in order to make some beef and pepper rice bowls. So I'm gonna meal prep that for lunch for tomorrow. I do think that it's best, like, sometimes if, you know, like, I can meal prep for my team and then we all eat it, it doesn't go to waste, because it will go to waste being in here. So yesterday I prepped up the peppers, diced them up real small. I also went ahead and diced up the onions, and Lord only knows where I put them at, but you know how it goes. I know I prepped up those onions. Like I said, I do not know. Oh, found them. So I diced up the onions. I thawed out the ground beef. And then I also pulled out the box of white rice. So I do like brown rice. I really do wish that they would do like a brown and white together, because I do feel like it is, you know, semi-healthy. So in here is 4 bags. I only need enough for 3 cups of white rice. And then I'll mix everything all up together. There are just literally like less than 5 seasonings that you guys will need to use in this recipe. So let me show you. All right, so I'm gonna start off with getting the 3 cups of rice ready. So I'm gonna use my bigger pan here. All right, while I wait on the water to boil, I'm cleaning up, I'm putting things away, because clearly we all don't want to do a bunch of stuff later. Literally, it's the middle of the week and we just really want to chill, okay? I did watch Jurassic World Rebirth yesterday. Charles bought it on Apple TV, which he buys me all the movies on there, knowing that I want to watch them. So honestly, I think that he's the one that really needed to watch it, because he be falling asleep at the movie theaters. Like, how are you supposed to go and enjoy yourself? But I'm just putting stuff away. I know she was upset she didn't have her container this morning, but he had like literally just washed it. So that's that. I'll wait on her to bring her thing back in here. So while that's doing whatever it's doing, I'm gonna clean up and put these seasonings back, put the dishes away, and then I have my olive oil in the pan ready to saute the onions and the peppers, you know, to get them soft. And then for this recipe, you're supposed to use a thing called, I don't even know what it's called. It's like hoisin sauce, but you can substitute brown sugar for it, or you can substitute barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna substitute barbecue sauce because I think that the one that I picked up, which is the Kinder's barbecue sauce gold, I think that'd be great for this because you want something to make it like sweet. It's apparently sweet. And then I'm also using 1/4 cup of soy sauce. So they say that instead of using the hoisin sauce, you guys can add the brown sugar or the barbecue sauce to it in order to make the soy sauce with it, you know, good. And then also it asks for 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. I'm not using sesame oil. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the olive oil along with the peppers and stuff like that. And then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. And of course, I'll, you know, just put everything on the screen once I do get the rice cooked and that put to the side because the meat and the peppers won't take long. Here I'm gonna do 3 cups. Each bag is 1 cup, so therefore that's good because like I said, I don't want to waste any food. It's going to work tomorrow. I need to make sure that I bring my big bowl back that I meal prepped last week of the meatball tortellini soup. So you know. Luckily, Charles did all the dishes this morning. I don't have any to do. I just am trying to get, like I said, my life together before he comes in the house so that everybody can just chill. Honestly, dinner is going to... Dinner, I don't know. Dinner could be, honestly, a ham sandwich. It could be bologna sandwich. It could be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for all I care. I really think that in this house we get away with, you know, not eating that. And I did not pull out the chicken to do, you know, like some chicken sliders. Then again, we also have ramen in this house that we could, you know, have tonight. It just is what it is. Alright, so my rice is done. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, let it drain, and let it just sit to the side so that we can get started on the other part. Alright, so I'm adding in just 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of the garlic powder. I'm adding in that 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm gonna give this kind of like a mix. I know I probably should have waited until the meat was done, but I wanted the meat to be seasoned. So I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. That way all of the good stuff is dripped in here. It smells actually really, really good. Like I said, it's something healthy for lunch. And yeah. All right, so I have my rice right here, and it is still nice and hot, as you guys can see. I'm gonna mix this. Honestly, while I was cooking, I was debating whether draining this, because there was like the juice from, you know, browning the hamburger, the ground beef. But I just decided that I am going. I really have no idea what happened with the rest of my clip. I literally said that I didn't know if I wanted to, you know, drain the juice, not drain it. I didn't. I went ahead and added in just like a little bit more barbecue sauce, and then I also added in like that last packet of soy sauce. I don't even know, y'all. And I was just saying, like, my coworkers are, you know, like, they're nice. They know that I, you know, meal prep at home, blah, blah, blah. They're like, we got to get more like you. Well, guess what? I only make these recipes to share with y'all because I find them and I feel like they're effective. So I started YouTube, you know, like, you know, just to you know, whatever. And I was saying, like, my coworkers don't know that I do YouTube because I choose not to tell them. I choose not to tell them because, you know, if you find it, you find it. You don't, you don't. At the end of the day, like, this is something I like to do for fun. I didn't want anybody judging me. I didn't even tell Charles I did YouTube at first. And my first video, like, that I probably, you know, did once I, you know, switched up the niche from trying to do crafts because nobody was watching, was to where I did a video on Smash or Pass with celebrities. And boy, when Charles found that, he was hot. I'll never forget that day. But like I said, if they find it, they find it. They don't, they don't. So it looks good. I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, it's piping hot over here, as you guys can see. I'm trying to get a good amount of meat and some peppers on here and some rice. Oh, yeah. That's good. Honestly, I could have ate that for dinner tonight, but I don't want to. I'm going to take this to work tomorrow. Whoever wants some can eat some. I'm going to have me a good bowl tomorrow. I'm going to let this cool off in the microwave. And then I'll put a lid on it eventually and put it in the microwave. I just don't want it to, you know, get nobody sick because it's still hot, piping hot at that. So this is the beef and pepper rice bowl, and it is delicious. I would say make this if you guys can.